talk about American Express, guys, because American Express is hiring now, guys. American Express is hiring, and for many of you, you want to get into tech. You want to get into tech, and this is an opportunity for you to apply for a company that is hiring, okay? This is an opportunity to apply for a company that is hiring at this point in time. Let's jump over there to American Express, guys. And we're going to talk about salaries that you can make at a place like American Express. This is the wrong one. Let me get over here to the right one real quick. Let's get to the American Express article, and let's talk through that one as well. Let's go here. Boom. All right. American Express is hiring over 1,400 jobs, many paying more than 100K. You want to get to the six-figure salary, guys. It doesn't necessarily happen through sales. It can happen with sales, but there's other ways you can get to it. Business analyst, data analyst, project manager, account manager, product manager, cybersecurity professional, cybersecurity analyst, auditor. All these roles allow for you to get to $100,000 or more, okay? Engineering, working in finance, working in risk management. They allow for you to get to the $100,000 bag, guys, and I want you guys just to know that, okay? But let's talk about some of the roles and what they're paying. In the information technology organization at American Express, if you're a technical project manager, many of you want to be a project manager, you want to be on the technical side, or you have started your career on the technical side, maybe a business analyst, a system analyst, or some sort of software engineer. You'll be making $135,000 as a technical project manager. As a technical project manager, you'll be making $135,000. Okay, as a manager of product development in the IT organization, $120,000. As a product manager, $115,000. Senior product manager, $126,000, right? Manager of strategic analysis and testing, $117,000. If you think about this, a lot of these roles have manager on them. Manager. If you want to get to the money, you're going to have to operate at a higher level, which is the role of manager. And many of you, being in management isn't for you, right? Everybody can't be a manager, just like everybody can't go do sales. But, you know, when I talk about advancing your career, a lot of the times there's multiple paths that you can advance your career to get to a certain level. And ultimately, if you go through management and leadership, meaning becoming a manager, you know, director, VP, and so forth, you can make a lot of money. I can tell you this right now, the GMs at the company I work for, they make over $1 million a year, right? SVPs, over $1 million a year. Making $1 million is a bad year for people at that level. And like, think about it. You make $1 million plus a year, and that's considered to be a bad year for you. Wouldn't you guys want to be in that position where you can make $1 million a year? I do, right? So you got to think about what pays you that amount of money. Sales, fantastic if you're operating on a high level and you're very good at sales. But if you climb the sales ladder, you definitely could be making $1 million plus a year. Management, getting into leadership positions. Not only are you going to be making a lot of money, you can influence a lot more people. A lot of you talk about the diversity initiatives and all this other stuff that companies have. And I can tell you this, you don't put it into the company's hand, you put it into your hands, where you can ultimately make the decision on who you're bringing into your organization, who you're hiring. Whether that's, if you're a lady, you want to see more ladies into the organization because you're in tech and you feel like you're alone. If you're a lady, you get to the, you know, executive levels or in positions of power where you actually are responsible for budgeting and so forth, you can bring in more ladies. Or if you're a man, a black male, and you don't see very many black males in there, you get to the position of, you know, owning a budget and so forth, you can influence the organization to hire more black males. If you're an Indian male, you don't see many Indians in your, you know, organization or your group, and you're in sales and so forth, and you get to that manager level, you can bring in or influence the organization to hire more people, to prove out the diversity that you want. That's why I really, really harp on people getting to those management positions, because you can therefore ultimately impact people, impact the company's diversity initiatives and so forth. If you're choosing not to go that route and you're complaining about diversity and so forth, you're complaining about nothing. You're just wasting your breath. If you're choosing, you know, to complain about diversity initiatives and all this other stuff like the world is supposed to be perfect, it isn't ever going to be perfect. It's only going to be perfect in a world that you decide you want to create. That's it. I think about the company Black Heights that I built and, what it represents and so forth. And it's really to encourage others to continue to move and be responsible for the ultimate changes that they want to see, right? And to encourage, you to get to those positions of power and so forth to impact, right? And impact your family, your life, your history, your legacy, right? It's to impact that on all facets of your life. But I did it because I know that I am responsible for making that happen. But if you're the type of person that says companies are doing this and there's not a lot of diversity and you're just talking without putting yourself into the game, you're talking for no reason. You're talking for no reason. You're not even part of the fight. You're not part of the fight at all. So anyway, you see a lot of these positions being at the management position and so forth. And I encourage you guys to get to those management positions because you can make a lot of money. And as you continue to climb the ladder, you're going to make even more money. That's where you get equity, stock, and all sort of stuff. And I'm telling you, $1 million in a GM role in some companies is a bad year. And you probably like, Antoine, you know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Many of you guys didn't know that you could make, $500,000 plus in sales. And I showed you guys. And I got to stop sharing that with you guys now because, I don't want my company, or I don't want to risk putting information out there that is in violation from, security policies and so forth. But you guys have seen it already, right? You can make $1 million a year. You can make $500,000 a year. You can make $600,000 a year. There's a lot of people that are doing it, and I see it every single day. Okay. Second, let's talk about the role of going into risk management, right? If you're in a risk management organization at American Express, you can be making $74,000 as a senior analyst in risk management. A senior manager making up to $161,000. A manager of risk management, 131, director, 130, and so forth. If you're in a finance organization, as a finance manager, you can make $115,000. Let's go to engineering. Engineer, you start off at 80, you can get up to $140,000. Senior engineer, 175. Senior engineering manager, 151 and 145. And again, guys, these are base salaries, but all the perks that go on top of this makes a salary almost twice as much as what you're seeing here. So for a senior engineering manager at 151, they're probably doing and bringing home close to 300, 400 plus, right? That's what these jobs allow for you to get to or earn once you get to them.